Welcome to Website Royalty Town Hall number 17 as we dance in. I love when you can dance into a town hall. That's the best kind. I am Kim White, and I am joined by the SEO and findability queen herself, Denise Millay. We are here to demonstrate some things and help hopefully you get started on your online business and finding out how easy it really can be. So, Denise, I'm really glad we're here together.
I am thrilled to be here with you again because I love sharing this stuff about our favorite place, our favorite platform, Kajabi, that helps us with all these things we need to do in our businesses. And we don't want to spend tons of time learning from square one. We don't want to piece together all sorts of crazy things. And we just go one place and it's all there. Our website, our blog, our podcast, our payments, our invoices, hey, you name it, it's all in one place. Emails, memberships, community. It's beyond anything you could imagine that it would be, because it's grown over time to be such a huge place. And that's a good thing to show, Kim. Oh my goodness, all those things.
I'm just going to throw that up there because here's the bottom line we get asked a lot is, can you really do your entire online business in one platform? And the answer is with Kajabi, yes, you can.
Yes,
you can.
Yep. So, all without duct taping it all together, right?
Yeah, no more duct taping. No more Frankenstacks, no more things that you have to pay, this and that and the other to piece together and then they break. None of that. So we're very, very proud affiliate partners for Kajabi, or with Kajabi, really. And we want to put that out front because we don't believe in making you wait to see what are they really up to. We're going to put it right out front. We hope you learn to love Kajabi like we do. That's our desire, is that you find your online business on Kajabi and all the things are so much easier. So we want to put that right up front and then we want to get right into it. And I am so sorry. My husband just walked in the door and real life live streaming. Our puppy thinks she needs to voice her opinion about him being home. She's excited. So,
well, we could talk about what we're talking about this week while you let your favorite person come in. So we're talking about what came up with Website Royalty this week. And Website Royalty is our private group that we have for our Kajabi people who sign up for Kajabi using our affiliate link. They get a 1-year subscription to Website Royalty, which is our private group that meets every week for 2 hours live. We also answer questions. We also video answers for people who can't attend. And it's our way to support everybody as they learn how to turn Kajabi into their business, what they need. So this week we talked about blogs again, which is, amazing. That is just a constant thing we always talk about. Broken links, Kim, that was interesting because, people talk about when they put a link in a blog, what happens because it's there forever. What happens when that link changes in the future and then it's broken, and what the impact of that is.
Well, let me just say this, though, Denise. We had several people this week because of seeing our blogs on our homepage that automatically update through Kajabi. They added it to their Kajabi websites. And I was excited about that because I feel like if you're already a Kajabi user, use it to the max, use all the goodies. And so that was an exciting thing. And then the broken links came from that.
I did too. I added it to mine again.
So, that's the beauty of being in the driver's seat of your business and of your website and of your things. You're not held hostage by someone else having to do the things and you waiting for that. You are in the driver's seat because you can change things. You can put things on and you can take them away. Whatever serves your business at the time, you get to make that choice. But those broken links, Denise, I would love for you to go a little bit deeper into that, as far as that really hurts you.
Yeah. So it folds into our topic tonight too, which is SEO. But when you have a link to something in anything you produce, a blog or a page even, that's lending authority to that page you're linking to. And the programs that look for things for search engines, they read through you everything, your pages, your blogs, and each blog post is a page. So if they hit a link in your text, they're going to store that and then they're going to verify it and say, is this a valid link? Because they don't want somebody's page who has 5 broken links on it that's just, putting links out there and not checking them. That looks bad for them. So if you have a link that doesn't work on your blog post, obviously it happens every once in a while. It occurs, right? Nobody's perfect, but you shouldn't do it often, and you should make sure that things stay current because that keeps your reputation as as someone that's trustworthy to the search engine and to the readers, that what you're giving them is valid.
I love it. Broken links don't make you useful to the search engines because you're not useful if you're giving bad information.
Right, right. And it's a habit too. I mean, if it happens once, got it. But if it's something that happens all the time as they're reading through your things or as people go to your site, that creates an impression too. So it's not something that you want to do often.
And links, just to throw this little quick piece of information, links are to, like Denise always says, is to be helpful. So if you're adding a link on there to something that may be sketchy or may change addresses, don't add those links as links. Like, I think that's my opinion. You can refer to something without linking to it if you think it might break, so that it's not such a heavy lift to go back and check them.
Right.
Well, our next thing I'm really excited about is
Yes.
advertising space, because I think most people think of their website as something that someone comes to and buys a course or a service or a product, and it is. But
Right.
did you know when you start getting really big numbers, you can start charging for space that you actually get paid for letting someone advertise on your site.
Right. Should we show our favorite interview king, Adam Rothenberg?
I think we should.
Okay, so Adam's website, he has a carousel at the top, which is one of the features in Kajabi. It's one of the sections you can have. It's a moving thing. It'll show static images. And he's using that as advertising space for anyone who wants to advertise on his site, which obviously has all of his interviews and information. This is all the things he does down here. His blog posts or his interviews. As you see, we were talking about that section, Kim, right? 3 blog posts.
That's right.
It updates automatically. Anyway, so that's what he uses this space for, as advertising space for his, for his website.
So here's the thing I want to blow everybody's mind with, I hope, especially if you're new to all these things. You can get paid for doing whatever it is your business is and get paid for allowing someone to advertise on your site. And that's like recurring income, like that's recurring money. So that is very, very exciting. And Adam is like cornering the market on that, as far as he has got that going on.
He is. We were talking about that a lot today. I'm very proud of him. He's working so hard on it. Yeah, 3.6 million visitors to that website. I would want my advertising there if I was looking for his audience. That's for sure.
Well, truth be told, we have a weekly live stream called Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and we advertise on there, and we have seen our numbers go up because of being on his site. So it's a great way to, to do things in a different way, because everybody wants to market their things. Why not be a great go-to place to allow someone to market? Make sure they fit, make sure they're not sketchy, make sure of all of that. But we do want to say that.
Yeah. So let's see what's next on our list that came up this week. Oh, resets. Why don't you start with this one, Kim?
So resets is a big deal around the online space, I'll just call it. We will start something, and I want to say, even if it looks messy when you start, because you need to start before you feel like you're ready. You need to start before you feel like, everything is polished and done. And one of the things that makes me so proud of you, Denise Millay, is that you put up some things on your website to start bouging them so that you could see what was resonating with other people. You got feedback, you brainstormed some things, you did all of those things, which is a powerful thing that happens in website royalty.
It does.
And then boom shakalaka, you've got this beautiful, page that is really simple to understand. If somebody lands on this page, they know that they're there for the right reason or not. So I'm just going to say out loud, if you want more listeners to whatever you're doing, more visitors, more readers, grow your audience. If you want more traffic, more customers, more sales, Denise is your go-to person, because it is about that SEO. It's about people being able to find you, pick you, and pay you. So I think this site, is just gorgeous. Denise has done a
Thank you.
great job.
There's my blog post. See that? My
And they
updated blog
automatically
posts.
update. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But the good part about this, and let me say that, just looking at that, that's beautiful visually, but it's got the information somebody needs that you're talking about right now that's current.
Right.
And I think that that's the part that sometimes when you set a website up, you think in the beginning when you're new to it, it's a set it and forget it and you never touch it. And that's not what it needs to be.
No.
The other thing is about resets is when you find something that's working, you do more of it. If
Right.
you find something that's not working, change it up so that you can see what will work. Don't just, well, that's it and I'm not changing it. That is not a healthy business or a healthy website.
No, and honestly, you know how we're talking about having one thing, one idea per page and one thing. Your homepage tends to get everything but the kitchen sink on it, right? And that's kind of understandable. So like we have on your site and mine, we have those tiles that take people to all the other pages because we don't want our menus very heavy. But the very top, they call it the hero section, the above the fold on the newspaper, right? That should be your primary thing. That should be about what you do, how you do it, that kind of thing. So if you get anything out of all this, is to make that your focus is who you are and what you're trying to do, your main thing. Right.
Well, I will say that using Kajabi can turn, that into a reset, into a revenue producing asset, just not another subscription you have. Like, I think that that's an important part too, is a reset is a good thing whenever it meets the customers and clients' needs to understand, or the visitors to your site. If that helps them, don't be afraid to change things up. But don't throw out all the good just because you're going to change it. Denise kept the great things that she had and she bougied them. Like she made them clearer and prettier and all of that. So I'm just very proud.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Well, one last thing before we head over to tonight's topic, which is simple SEO through Kajabi, is the press and media pages. If you haven't already created a press and media page for your website so that you can be called in to be an authority on something, if, say a journalist or a collaborator or even just a visitor who's interested, gives you a lot of street cred. If you don't have any place that you've been featured yet, you will have. Like, make it available to them to get like a headshot from you or a speaker sheet from you or whatever you have available now. You can always add to it. I think one of the most important things you've got to think about your website part is the flexibility you have to be to add on as it needs to be.
Right.
We had a big class on press versus media because I have a very strong opinion about this. And it's fun to see everybody coming back with their finished landing pages that have all these things added and how bougie they can be. And it makes you almost look like a celebrity when, I'm sitting here in my RV that I love, being a digital nomad, doing what we want. And yet you can put those pictures up of the places you've been, because we have been, places, we have been on the news, we have been in magazines, we have been in these places. And
Right.
it's a way to say, hey, I've been seen on this.
Yeah.
So
Do
I
you
think
want
it's
me to show
exciting.
mine?
Sure.
Mine is like quiet version of what everybody was doing. So it's not, I didn't have tons of time. This is one thing I could say is I didn't have tons of time to redo everything. So what I did instead is I added it to my Meet Denise page, or my about page, where I describe who I help and what I am and all that, and my book. And then I just put the assets here that are downloadable and my
That is
speaker sheet.
great. Yeah. And
So
your
that
speaker sheet is beautiful.
it's
We
pretty.
we do I'm just going to say periodic because it's random the times, but we do a
Right.
speaker sheet workshop so that you can come in and have a sheet to send out to be a speaker on a stage, or like in this case, put it on your website so somebody can come and say, "Oh, I didn't know she could do that."
Right.
So, very sexy, very, very sexy.
And I will, it's on my to-do list for the third quarter, is to get that realigned so I have more of my guest appearances and things on it as well. So I'm working on that.
Denise has been all over, we'll just say. And so let me say before we head into our tonight's topic, which is simple SEO through Kajabi again, we want to make sure that you know that the QR code up in the top of the screen, if you're on a device that you can use it with your phone, that is a code to get co-founder, which is your AI partner inside Kajabi, and a year's worth of website royalty in a special deal that Kajabi has given us to share, which is 3 months for $99, not $99 a month, but all 3 months for $99. So for less than $100, you can come in and build your website, do the things you're going to do, make money to start paying for it, all before you actually have to start paying for Kajabi monthly or annually. I think that's a super sexy deal, and I just wanted everybody to remember that is what that QR code is for.
Yes, please. I don't even see them anymore, Kim. So we have multiple ones, don't we?
We do. We
So let's
definitely
make sure we have the
do.
right one up there. Okay, so are we resetting here? We're telling everybody where we are. We are in the Website Royalty Town Hall. This is episode number 17. I can't believe it. It feels like we just started yesterday. And we are here to help me out, Kim.
Well, we are here to answer questions. We hope, especially if you're like a new entrepreneur, if you are just trying to figure out website things and stuff, the difference between having, a website builder and a website builder with support to help you get started on the right thing and the next thing, I think that is gold. So if you are here and you're thinking about, starting a business, or you're thinking about changing how you do because you're tired of 10 logins and you're tired of, things breaking all the time and you're tired of all that, you're in the right place to be with us. That's what we want to do, is to take some of that crazy beginning,
Stress.
just chaos away and make it easier where you can run your business and do what you love to do, which is whatever your business is about, versus all this techie online stuff in the background. So we're excited to be here to help with that. If you have questions, drop them in the comments and we will do our best to answer them. May not be this week. It may be like when we in between, like I'll say that, because we do a lot, Denise. I'll just say that. But our private online group meets every week. It's a private meetup that we do and answer questions and send out videos for the royals, we call them, for the royals. But if you've ever been dismissed because of tech or some, you've even questioned your own self of, do you really think, you can do it, or am I smart enough? You're in the right place because you are smart enough. You are capable. It just needs to be mapped out sometimes in an easy way to do it. So that's why we're here. We had it hard and we don't want you to have it hard.
That's right. And we don't run, just quickly, we don't run Website Royalty as a course or something
Mhm.
you have to follow. We're there to help. So it depends, where your strategy is, what you're thinking, where you are in your build, that we help with. So we're not telling you where to go, but we're enabling and helping you get where you want to go. So
Very personalized and customized support. That is what. So, and there's a group of royals who they may have a question that you had that you didn't even know you had yet, which happens all the time.
yes.
And it's like this seemed to be add the automatic blog week things for
Mhm.
multiple of, the royals. And that's kind of the stuff that happens. It's like, oh, and then 10 minutes, they had their things added. It was that simple. So
Right.
I do want to say it is better together. It is absolutely better together. But Denise Millay, we're going to run out of time if we don't head into
That's right. Here we are.
this week's topic.
Yeah, so this week we are talking about simple SEO, and some of the things that are just the basic things that you want to do is your title to whatever you're creating, your page or your blog post. That title is important because it's what your person's going to see in search, and it's answering their question. So you want to make sure that when you put the title in Kajabi, that or anywhere else, that it's meaningful. It's not just, I'm going to my about page. It's something else. It's something more meaningful. And the slug, Kim, the slug is the actual website address, the after the slash, the name you give it there. That helps people understand they're in the right place by having that.
I am doing my best to go as quickly as I can. I'm going to show you how Kajabi helps with that, because it is an amazing thing when you put your blog into Kajabi. It gives you a place. Just trying to get there.
I have it
Sorry.
open, Kim, if you want me to share it.
Oh, you do have it open?
Yes, I do. I just wasn't sure you were ready to see it.
Oh, okay. Well, I have got one pulled up too,
All right,
Denise
you do
Millay.
it.
I'm excited.
You
No,
do
no,
it.
no. I didn't remember that you were going to have it up.
Okay, we're kind of sliding in over the hood today. So, right? It's a
So
little bit crazy. I got to
So
take this
let me
thing down though.
show you the outside of it first. I think that's
Okay.
the part that is exciting, is to see like how it looks on the website. So you have to walk me through, Denise, if I'm not sharing the right thing, because whew.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our blogs section, and this is a particular blog, and this one is the most important tip before joining Kajabi for your business. It's a blog that has been on our website. It you can see it's got, graphics, and it's very simple. I will say that. It's very, very simple. Down here, I will say these are some of the links that we have that
Mhm.
we were talking about. Make sure that they're not broken. But
Right.
this is the outside part. Now I want to show you the inside part. So let me pull up the right thing. Actually, let me go to the wrong thing and then come back and go do the right thing. I'm trying to show the wrong page completely. Okay. So here is the behind the scenes of our account, and behind where the blog posts go. You add your image and you add your title like Denise was talking. But there's another page that actually this is where you put your blog, but here's where your slug goes, which is very important. And Denise, I want you to tap into why that is. But Kajabi puts these things in here automatically. So when you're starting, you don't have to be overwhelmed with, am I doing the right things for SEO? They actually help you get this in there when you start. You can always bougie like Denise does over time, but that is the beginning of making it super simple.
Right. And your description on a page or your blog post would be like the very beginning of your blog post would be a description. But because it's a blog, they take the title and they make that your slug. That's the default thing they do. And it's very specific. So it can be very keyword rich, which is going to help the search engines understand what the blog post is about and look for more things that support that title. So it's really a powerful way to get this small piece of information you're putting in your blog post to become prominent and a piece that someone can find in a search engine. So it's incredibly powerful to do that.
We literally get tens of thousands of hits on our blog posts. So I think that that's an important piece that of how effective it can be. Not all the people that come to our blog are the right fit, but it's a very wonderful place to separate out who really needs to come and who doesn't. Because if we can't help you, we want you to find who can. We don't want you to stay and then not get what you need. So I think that that's an important piece about the blogs.
Right. And then the description, Kim showed you that thing with the slug and the title is there. And then the description, the first 160 characters or 120 characters of it actually show up on the search engine page. So if someone's wondering if what you have connects with what they need, putting what the main thing is, the main idea, your keywords into that beginning part helps them visually understand that they've landed on something that's going to be valuable for them. So it's very important that you do fill out the description for your blog post. Although, Kajabi gives you a beginning to start with, you could modify it, but just make sure something's there and it's not blank.
When we started, this is like a good example. When we started 160 something blogs ago, which is a lot of blogs for us doing all that we do. We just let whatever Kajabi was filling in for us. So they were our SEO helper. And then as we got to, learning different things, that's when we started going in and changing some of that and titling in a better way and all that. But Kajabi itself does a phenomenal job of helping you be, included in things. And I just want anyone who's new to all of this to understand that's the beginning. Like if you have
in there, find
yes,
it.
Yes. So, and then do you want to talk about alt text real quick?
I do. So you saw on Kim's blog as well as on others that alt text is a description. It's when people have visual disabilities, they still use computers. Alt text was just created so that you could put a textual thing in there that would be read out loud if someone couldn't see an image, if they were using a disability assistant. So alt text is another way to tell somebody what's in the image. And if the image matches what you're talking about in your blog, it's one of your keywords. So it's not a place to stuff things in just for keywords, but it's a place to help those people who can't see, but it also helps you by reinforcing what your theme is and what the important points are in what you're writing. So you always want to fill out the alt text, or some people call it the description, on an image wherever you see it when you're creating something.
And I hope that's popping up where you can see it, the little part over to the right. If you're already a Kajabi user, that's where you go, and it's just as simple as adding.
Hang on a second. I have to take this one down first.
Oh, am I not sharing? I'm all proud of myself, and I'm not even sharing.
That's right. Now it's there. I'm so sorry. There it is.
No.
Yes. So the image alt attribute, you're looking where that black thing popped up where you were hovering over, Kim. That is the alt text for that image above.
And then here's the slug Denise was talking about. I just wanted to go back real quick. And here's your title. Here's your description.
Mm-hmm.
So you put up to 300 characters in here, but depending on what search engine it is, they have different character counts
that they're going to put up there. Yeah.
So Denise is telling you secrets because the first 120 should be the most powerful, and then fill in some more with the next, up to 300, so that you are picked to be the one to be, put up for somebody that is Googling something or search engineing something, I should say.
That is a great point, is the more that you fill out, the more that you tell a search engine, the more you pay attention to these details, the better value you are as a solution to somebody or something that gets picked. So there are times where people start out and they're overwhelmed and they can't fill everything in, and you take the default and you don't have all the details. But when you go back and fill it in, that just gives you more credibility and more authority. So it's good for you in the long run to do it.
It's exciting. Well, so we don't want to bore everybody, Denise Millay. I think we should tell them what we're going to talk about next week, which I am very excited about.
Yes, we are going to talk about building email lists and some of the strategies and the things that go behind that and what you might do in Kajabi to do that.
I think this is a very powerful conversation because a lot of people who are experts out there, they say build your list, but they don't really tell you why. They talk about it as an ATM machine that you can send out an email and you just get money back. But I will tell you this, if you build the wrong kind of list, you don't get anything back for all that effort. So we're going to talk about how to build one that actually works and actually helps your business and you in a way that is so much less stressful, I will call it. So,
yes.
There we go, Denise Millay.
All right. Well, let's just make sure we reinforce this. For anybody who can't scan a QR code, go to mysexybusiness.com and or denisemillay.com. And this offer is in the hello bar at the top, at the little top thing. And you get Kajabi plus the AI business assistant co-founder, which is amazing. And then 1 year website royalty, all for $99 for 3 whole months. Well, Kajabi part's 3 months, website royalties a year.
It's very exciting.
It is. But we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you listening to us. And we are excited to share. We'd love to hear whatever it is you have questions on so that we can address them and speak to what you need, because that's why we're here.
Thanks again, and hit subscribe or follow. Drop any questions you might have. We'll do our best to get you started, at least.
For sure.
Have a great weekend, and I love y'all.
Bye.